I do these evenings sometimes where I sort of kind of answer questions about the Inbetweeners.
People love that though.
They like it. And one of the questions was it was a really good question. It was, if the Inbetweeners was being made now, what 4 young comedians do you think would play the 4 leads? And I was like, well, that has totally fucked me. I mean, I can't even tell you the name. I mean,
question, yeah.
I was honestly like, well, I just had to say, I don't know the names of any young comedians. I'm really sorry. I guess I'm just not.
To give us a little bit of credit, I think that was a part of the ingredients, a part of that little lightning in a bottle thing. I don't think anyone else could do that the way we did it, because we're not good at, like.
I sometimes think
as a foursome, right?
Yeah.
I know that's between me and you and the boys and stuff. Yeah, some of us are better at some things and some of us can't do other things. But us together, I think that's the Inbetweeners was us at our best.
I think, yeah.
I think that was what we can do.
We were greater than the sum of our parts.
And we can, yeah.
And I tell you what, shit,
really good
just
together.
Being apart.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm just a lever.
It is.
On my own, with nothing to lever.
But
or a crank or something.
And also, it's another example, because we laughed all the way through that.
Yeah.
There wasn't a point where we weren't crying with laughter. We were constantly struggling to do scenes. It took us take after take after take, because we would just keep making each other laugh. We were constantly being told, come on, guys, sun's going down, and stuff like that.
Well, to the point where, like, when it came out and they'd edited it together.
Yeah.
Into like little stories called episodes.
Yeah.
I was like, why the fuck you done that?
Why'd you get rid of all the funny stuff that we were
doing? It's like
doing?
a hobby or something. You've made a little story out of it. It's weird, isn't it? Of all the mucking around, you've made it a kind of, it's like a little scrapbook, isn't it? You've taken bits and like a sort of patchwork quilt, and you've kind of made it into little stories.
You know how directors do their own cut, and
I always wanted to see the cut of like the shittest takes.
What about
that'd be my
like you get films, it's like the Zack Snyder cut or something like that, or the Richard Donner cut. It's quite a famous one, I think, of the first or second Superman film or something like that. And it's, I don't know, it's always like an hour too long or something, or
this is just all that actor.
Ridley's always doing his own cut of stuff, I feel like.
Yeah. I've seen the.
I wonder if Ian and Damon could go through the rushes or whatever, and create a whole new series of the Inbetweeners. Completely different storyline.
Yeah.
They did that with Anchorman. There's an alternate. I might be wrong. I might be talking absolute bollocks here, but I think there's a complete alternate film, Anchorman film. Because so much stuff is improvised, and I did a film with Andy Samberg and the Lonely Island lot, and Judd Apatow, and it was
that's some pretty.
And when I was making the film, I was like, and we were doing the scenes in completely different ways every take, and it was, and you were really encouraged to just be funny, just try and be funny, just do whatever you want to do. And when I made after I finished making that film, I was like, I don't know what they could go in so many directions with this film. It could be. There's about 4 different storylines that they could.
Is use. That yeah? I mean, and that is kind of more the American way of doing it.
Yeah,
but I mean, is that just because they've got like more time and money?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what it is. That's definitely what it is. Yeah, you definitely have a lot more. It's literally like first take is like, oh, just sort of do what's written.
Yeah.
And then they do that in one take.
Yeah.
And they're like, right, we got that, so that's fine.
That was the problem with the Inbetweeners, though, was to get to that one take.
Yeah, that was a problem.
I mean, they did spend quite a lot of time and money, but it was just to get to that base level of the lines.
Yeah.
So that was the flaw. And when you just quickly do it as written.
Yeah.
Well, we won't quickly do it as written.
Well, yeah.
We'll
I remember I kept
do what as written.
I kept getting told off for saying that, it's the gist.
You got the gist of it, yeah.
They were like, can you... Ian did not like that. So he was like, can you just say the lines that are written? And I was like, well, it's the gist of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's pretty much what you're trying to say.
Yeah. But yeah, I suppose.
But it's also
I've got mixed feelings because, like, on the one hand, I know they have been through like 8 or 9 drafts of each script, but then on the other hand, the lines were just stuff like "probably up the arse" and stuff, and you're like, well, I think maybe you are allowed to just say the gist of that, to be honest.
That's precise.
That's the thing as well. And they would have, and you know for a fact that they would have like fought for having stuff still in the script. They would have battled with Channel 4 the whole way, and they were like, right, great, we've got them to back down. We want this line in it, and then I'm just going, well, it's the gist of it. Do you know what I mean?
We're not even doing it.
Yeah.
My favourite battle that they had was about whether one of the films was going to be a 15 or an 18. And it all came down to whether you had to see that man's helmet and arsehole, or just one of the two.
Yeah.
I mean, that's weird.
But I think there's two versions.
So you get the helmet at 15.
I think they brought out an 18
version.
At
15 you get the choice.
Yeah.
And then at 18 you get the package.
Yeah.
But that is weird. I was like, I think it was either or.
That was a weird day. You weren't there. You and Bird weren't there, was you? That was me and Blake. Oh man, that was really weird. I've got a really, really bad memory with stuff, but I remember that day when we were shooting that. And
this is the man who could suck his own penis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he bent over in front of me and Blake, and to get the shot, like to make the shot look funny, like our faces were so close to this man's arsehole. And me and Blake did just look at each other and were like, the fuck are we doing? What is this? I remember genuinely having like really ups and downs during that first film. That first film was just as terrifying as it was to make, as it was fun. And I think a lot of people have forgotten what a risk it was for us to do that film, because nobody had made a film off the back of a sitcom.
It was almost
for decades.
It was almost a bit of a joke, and when it probably wouldn't work.
Yeah, that was it. It was like
the only show that had done it at that time, which I kept bringing up in interviews, was Sex and the City, because it was a point of comparison,
right?
And I liked Sex and the City. I'd seen all the episodes.
Okay.
And it just did seem, there were 4 of them, 4 mates, and it seemed like
one of them's a bit of a pervert.
One's a bit pervy.
One's a bit of a nerd.
Has one got glasses? One has got glasses.
Yeah.
Well, Miranda's probably got glasses, hasn't she? She's
Who's Miranda?
The lawyer one. She'd have glasses.
Do you know what? I've never watched any sex.
It was
in the City. Sex and the City. Maybe she thinks it's Sex and the City. What is it? That's Peep Show, isn't it?
And she did think it was Sex and the City.
But that was the only one. And I kept bringing... So the interviews about the first Inbetweeners film were people that we were talking to trying to bring up on the buses.
Yeah.
And me countering with Sex and the City.
Sex and the City.
Oh, wait, can we actually cast you guys as Sex and the City? Because I'd like to see that thought.
Yeah, we'll do a script read of that, I'm sure.
But I mean, also it's got the voiceover, of course. So you've got Carrie, I suppose that's Will, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be Samantha, the one with the sassiest one. Jake's sassy. But
sassy.
But the one with the closest proximity to carnal affairs.
Right.
Oh, and who's left?
You've got Charlotte and Miranda.
I suppose I'm Miranda.
Yeah.
And then
that's the lawyer you said.
Yeah.
Neil's not a lawyer.
It's more that Neil can't be Miranda than that Simon is. It doesn't quite work. No. It doesn't quite work. The comparison of the Inbetweeners to 4 sort of get up and go professional ladies in 90s New York.
But
it doesn't quite work as a comparison.
But to give us a little bit of credit, because I know we certainly don't give each other credit, especially for something like the Inbetweeners.
Never given
just fucking nonsense.
Yeah.
But I genuinely think without that film, without us making the Inbetweeners movie, you wouldn't have had Alpha Papa. You wouldn't have had. Do you know what? That's the best example.
That's right.
You wouldn't have had the Keith Lemon movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to be blamed for that, to be honest.
Without us doing our film about a TV show, quite a lot of quite bad films
wouldn't have been made.
Have happened. So
you're welcome.
And no one's ever thanked us for that.
No, never had
bringing,
one. Never had one. Thank you at all.
There goes the Inbetweeners. Must remember to thank them.
We don't do it for that, do we?
I don't do it for that. I don't do my career because I want to be thanked for the Keith Lemon movie.
Absolutely not.
And yeah,
I never saw the Keith Lemon movie, to be honest with you. Did you see it, Lily Mae?
No, it's not crossed my desk.
Lily Mae really likes comedy. Bean worked, of course, yeah.
Bean, yeah.
Completely forgot about Bean. That's a great film. That first film is incredible. Bean.
Bean seemed to me that it worked because it seemed that Mr. Bean always felt like more like a sketch show than a sitcom, which I think is it. So it felt like these are the preliminary building blocks for something bigger anyway. It felt like you kind of go sketch show, sitcom, film. And I think with sitcoms, you do have an arc of sorts. It's a different arc to the one that you would get in a film. Whereas so Bean felt like a more natural move to film.
Keep talking.
Somehow.
Keep going.
Mr. Bean, played by Rowan Atkinson.
Directed by Mel Smith. The first Bean film.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember it had the guy from Ghostbusters 2 in it. And I think he was in... what's that drama? That American drama, 90s drama. It was quite big. It was about like a lawyer that was just sort of having sex and stuff. I don't know. I never watched it. No,
Ally McBeal.
Ally McBeal, that's it. I think he was in that.
I miss those shows that sort of didn't have a hook.
Yeah.
You know, a show that I really think should... I mean, it has, just because it has been put back on iPlayer recently, but This Life.
Right.
It was just sort of about some people.
Yeah.
I feel like everything's very kind of...
Andrew Lincoln.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched it.
Everything feels very kind of concept-y now. It's like, I just would like to... Like, Ally McBeal was like, what's that person called Ally McBeal? What do you want to tell you?
Yeah.
That's a woman's name.
She's called Ally McBeal. The show's called Ally McBeal.
And it's about Ally McBeal. Fuck you.
Either watch it or don't.
Exactly. But I like that. It was just like, well, we'll make it. I assume it was interesting. Should have been.
I think it was quite a big show. I'm watching...
Calista Flockhart.
I'm watching ER at the moment.
That's a long way back.
Yeah.
You're trying to sort of...
It's just quite good.
Yeah.
There's some great characters in it. Some brilliant drama, some brilliant stories. Like a really good ensemble. It's almost like a soap, but more of a sort of aesthetically higher looking sort of soap.
Yeah.
I was about to say, do you know what the interesting thing about ER is?
I think that George Clooney could really go on and.
But then I thought, about what I was about to say, and it's not interesting. But it was produced by. Here you go. It was produced by Steven Spielberg to begin with.
I tell you what, my favourite sort of fact is a fact about people who've produced things.
Yeah, and it's created by Michael Crichton.
That actually is quite interesting. Jurassic Park.
Yes, and it was originally shot like a film. You okay?
Well, you snoozed it over there.
They shot it like a film. So they shot it widescreen on proper film and stuff like that.
Okay.
So obviously it was like that. What do they call it? 4x3 or something back in the 90s.
Thing.
So if you watch it now, it's all on Netflix now. ER, if you're interested. But it fills up your whole screen. Because the original.
That is interesting. I think
that was kind of interesting.
No,
and I knew it wasn't interesting.
It was interesting.
I shouldn't have started that sentence with here's an interesting thing about it.
Spielberg had enough of a kind of house style that you could tell it was a Spielberg production when you watched something.
Well, it was the TV,
even when it was television.
It was the TV arm of his production company, sort of thing.
Is it just that he did that? I always thought I had this kind of really good read on what was Spielberg. I think this might be Spielberg, but is it just because he had the 4x3 or whatever it was?
The 16:9.
Yeah.
But it was
2x4.
But it's all like there's so much stuff that's just one shot. When I watch it, this is why Claire hates watching TV shows with me and stuff as well, because I've got a little idea of how things are made, and I can sort of appreciate what the actors are having to go through at that point. I'm not really watching the drama unfold.
And you're just trying
watching it going,
you're just trying to help Claire appreciate that as well. Does she not appreciate it?
I'm watching
What's she doing? Just trying to follow the story and stuff?
I'm watching stuff going and I'm thinking, fucking hell, they've been on this same shot for 4 minutes. And it'll be like different scenes. Because it's so fast paced in the emergency room of a Chicago hospital. So they'll be in like one room and then it'll be like, Dr. Green, we need you over here. And then the camera just follows you into the next room.
It's amazing.
And then it's a whole other scene that they're doing.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there going, fucking hell, he's had to learn a lot of lines.
Yeah. There are bits when I watch that sort of shot where I'm like, I'd be out now.
Yeah.
Where you're like, okay, keep going. Yeah, I couldn't be in this.
Yeah.
So there's a specific point where I'm like, yeah,
I'm doing something at the moment where the way it's being shot is like scenes are happening at the same time. So you'll be doing one scene and it will be like 30 seconds and it will cut to the other scene and then we'll come back to this scene. What
are they doing in the 30 seconds? Do they just sit down or freeze?
So when I see the sides for the day, like
or do they just go on their phone?
So it's basically one scene that's split up into 4.
Yeah.
So I'll just go, here's the first scene of the day. I've got 2 lines. I'll learn those.
God, I hate that. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And then they go, we're going to shoot this all as one scene.
No.
And I go, I've not learned all of it.
Of course I haven't learned all of it. I've learned the bare minimum.
I've not done it all.
Yeah.
That's what's going on in my head, but on the outside I go, cool. Sweet.
Great. Yeah, I'm probably a little bit...
we'll shoot this all in one scene,
I might know the bit... I know most of it. I'm more at the top.
I know the gist.
Yeah.
Let's crack on. The first 2 lines, no problem at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
I'll get those down.
Yeah. Well, let's maybe even just lay this down first. Have you seen Victoria?
No.
It's... Anyway, if you do see her, just say, all right, I said, I don't know, just honestly. Honestly, man. That was a dad joke.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear another dad joke I've come up with? Do you know who Ottolenghi is? Yotam Ottolenghi. He writes loads of cookbooks.
No.
Okay. Well, anyway, I think he should be
Is that important to know?
So I think he should be called Ottolengthy.
His books
his recipes take longer to cook than you think they're going to. It's one for the... Some people will get that. I think it's well known. I think it's a thing. Ottolenghi, I have to say, brilliant chef and and a good... He's my favourite food person. I'm a fine actor. He's affectionate.
Yeah.
He's like my favourite food person, but his recipes do take a lot longer than you think.
Right.
And do you want to know why?
Because you're doing them?
Yeah. It's because a lot of method is hidden in the lists of ingredients. So you think that so you'll just be like, and then it'll just be like top with the herbs. But then when you see the list, you see the herbs in the list of ingredients, it's like 2 tablespoons of thyme leaves removed from that. And you're like, well, that's method. You've hidden the method
in the sort of material that you were using when you and Hannah first started going out?
No, this is more like my 2021 Edinburgh show.
Right. Okay.
Just sort of stuff that I happened to. This would have been like I would have put in like try and do 15 minutes on the herb stuff.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
Yeah. And what I did do when me and Hannah first started going out is I did actually take her to a herb garden.
I think you've told me this.
And
you told me this on the podcast.
Yeah.
It's all your stuff's herb stuff.
It's all herb stuff.
It was very much, I know, a cracking owl sanctuary.
Yeah. Anyway, Victoria.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
No. To be honest,
get back to Victoria.
No, I derailed myself. Victoria is a film done in one shot, and it's really amazing.
Right.
And it's all on the course of a night out in Berlin.
I'm a very unique looking person.
Do you ever get muddled with me? I feel like
no. I tell you do look like. We spoke about it. You said it just then. The bloke from Suits.
I do get that, yeah. I do get that. I've never really seen Suits, but it's got Meghan Markle in it, hasn't it?
Old Marky.
Markle's in it.
Marky Mark. Not that Mark. Not that Marky Mark. Meghan Marky Mark. Meghan Markle, Marky Mark.
Mark Bosnich.
Viduka. She would have loved She would love being on a set with us.
Yeah, we're right up her street.
Oh, absolutely.
I can tell that kind of refined, very sort of hypersensitive kind of California mindset.
Yeah. Would have gone down really well.
She would have loved us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember one time? Well, I say, do you remember? Of course you do. This is one of the things that I'd like to talk. Like when people go, "Can you tell us any funny stories from set?" After we've done the Inbetweeners, like PR people, like, "Have you got any funny stories from set?" And we're like, "We had loads of funny stories, but they don't make any fucking sense. I'm not going to be able to.
Yeah.
It's again,
or they're a bit weird.
Oh, they're incredibly weird.
Yeah.
Again, it's like, watch this video. It's really funny. Whereas if we were to say a funny story, like the one of the times we were making the second Inbetweeners film, we kept getting told off, saying, "Stop laughing, stop mucking about," and then you said, "Don't hire a tiger." and complain when he roars.
That is true.
And then
that was my best work on that film.
And then we spent the next hour laughing at that.
Yeah,
you guys have got to stop mucking about. Come on, we got to do a film. You're just mucking about. And then Joe just went. And then there was like 2 seconds of silence. And then Joe just went, "Don't hire a tiger and complain when he roar." And I don't know why you said when he roar.
Well, I suppose I was. Yeah, I don't know really. No,
but that's not funny to anyone else, really, is it?
Well, I there was stuff that I thought other people would find funny.
Favourite story then that I've heard you tell is about your love for birds, as in the winged.
And the seagull thing. First of all, it was the scene where seagull's attacking Simon Bird for his chips.
Yeah.
And we got
a lot of animal stuff in it, isn't there?
Yeah. And we got a seagull in. It was a special seagull, was it?
They always say it's a special animal. And then when it gets on set, you're like, it's just an animal.
The thing with the seagull thing was...
Go on.
We were doing the read-through, and it was like, a seagull attacks...
It was great in the read-through.
A seagull attacks Simon Bird. What was his name in the show? Will. A seagull attacks Will. And I just said... and they were like, "Oh, we're getting a proper seagull in," and I was like, "Oh, is it those seagulls with the little red lips?" All right. If you look at seagulls, and this
doesn't matter.
This is just a memory that I had when I remember when I was at school, when I was supposed to be paying attention to whatever the teacher was saying. I was looking. We had a load of seagulls at our school for some reason.
Yeah.
We weren't near the sea.
Yeah. Well, you can't. I mean, you can't be expected to concentrate on a class if there's a few seagulls outside the window.
But there was all seagulls outside.
Yeah,
I was looking.
I know.
And this seagull came right to the window, and I was like, "Fucking hell, they're really big, aren't they?" And then I looked at their beaks, and I was like, "Oh, look, they look like they've got lipstick on." And I was just trying to make a joke as if to say, "Oh, don't seagulls look like they've got lipstick on?" I don't know why I said little red lips. I did say little red lips.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said that. That was where I went wrong.
It sounds like Gok One.
Right. And the problem is when guys are together, no one can say anything without everyone jumping on it, right? Oh. So I accidentally said little red lips.
Yeah,
in hindsight, I should have chosen.
But it wasn't
words.
just that. It was more the kind of the way like the way your eyes lit up when you. I
don't know if they lit up. This is all conjecture. And then it turned into, "Oh, what do you fancy seagulls? Oh, Buckley fancies seagulls. Buckley fancies seagulls." And then for some reason, I went bright red.
Yeah.
I was really, really embarrassed.
Yeah.
And it looked like I did fancy seagulls.
Yeah.
And that was what was really bad. And then what made things even worse was after that had all happened, and then that joke has gone on for years, because jokes never die with a male friend group. They go on for years and years and years. I think it was literally like a year or two after that. I think we were making the film or another series or something. And I was, those days where it's like, "Oh, all come in, but you've all got to, at one point or another, you've all got to go and have a costume fitting, or you've got to go and get your medical done." Mm-hmm. And then I was left in the production office on my own.
Yeah.
Right? And
I remember this.
I was in a great
weird.
big office on my own. I was like, oh, I'll just jump on someone's computer and just start looking at the internet or whatever. And what would have been less weird was if I started watching porn and started wanking or something, right? That would have been more normal. But I'd read, I picked up a Metro on the tube on the way in, and they were talking about this bald eagle. And again, I looked at it, and it was next to a bloke. And I was like, fucking hell, they're massive. I don't know what it is about birds being big around me as well. Really impresses me. You don't expect birds to be as big as they are, but some of these birds are really big, and it's really interesting, right?
Yeah, it is interesting that birds are big sometimes.
So people came back into the office and was like, oh, Buckley, what are you looking at? And I was like, oh, nothing, don't worry. And I was like Wikipediaing like bald eagles. So it was just like, Buckley, you got a really weird thing.
Yeah, that is true. It was like it was like you just saw the image of like the wings before it went blank.
Yeah, I was like, oh, nothing. No, nothing.
It was.
I don't have a bird
It was unfortunate
fetish.
that those two things happened in.
It was unfortunate it happened around you lot.
Well, I think it's not. You're allowed to take an interest in the natural world.
I was genuinely interested in this bald eagle.
Yeah.
Do you think that's ruined your love affair with birds? Are you still into it?
I still do like birds. A couple of years ago, I bought a special bird feeder.
I bet you did.
Because the squirrels, I did have a bird feeder, but the squirrels kept eating the food, and I was like, "That's not for you. That's for the birds."
Yeah,
I'm going to end up in one of those paedophile hunter videos. I've come to meet a robin or something, and they're going to ambush me. They were like, "Who are you meeting?" Oh, I don't know, just the friends. Just we've got some of the text exchanges here. You sent this finch a picture of your penis. You kept going on about blue tits. I don't know. I'm going to lose my job. My wife's going to find out about this. I don't have a bird fetish. No. I don't. I just find them interesting in a normal way.
Yeah.
In a normal way. If you're going to go after Bill Oddie. Don't look at me.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Go through his search history.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He was probably on some island with some underaged birds at some point.
Some eggs.
Bill Oddie, yeah. He was probably feeding little chicks, vomiting in their mouths.
Yeah.
Because he gets off on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is Bill Oddie still alive? If he is, that probably can't go in.
I think it's funny. No, he's still alive.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
Still going.
B. Oddie.
Still active.
B. Oddie. This is Bill Oddie. That's not a rude name. I just thought it was body. What's rude about a body? Tits.
Joe and James. Fact up.
Anyway, welcome to Joe and James Fact Up.
Hi.
This is the podcast where each week we'll be bringing facts to one another that we deem interesting, and our policy is the more interesting, the more true it is. We'll also dig into the weird things that you'd like to think are true, but don't want to research in a segment that we're calling Fact Check. So we want you to send in our facts. Email us, hello@joeandjamespod.com. WhatsApp us on 07822034330. Follow us on our socials at Joe and James Pod, and you can also watch all our episodes in full on YouTube. Just search for Joe and James Fact Up.
They're also available on Apple Podcasts to watch video in full now.
You can watch video full on Apple Podcasts.
Yep.
Yes, I know that because I've seen it on my Apple Podcasts.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks. Let's get
Fact up. Right, so now a few weeks ago I asked for you to send in basically puns that you didn't
realise they were
were puns.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was thinking about the podcast the other day, and I realised that one of our World Up it had a Punbelievable in it. It had one of the puns you don't realise are puns.
Go on.
And it was obviously Obi-2. Like, is it Obi-Wan Kenobi, Obi-2 Obi-2 Kenobi?
Yeah, but I think you get that pun straight away.
No, but I didn't. So what I'm saying is I didn't. So that I was late to the party on that one.
Right. Okay.
I just thought it was like, okay. A bit like if you were Daniel Craig's brother, you'd be like, oh, Bond 2.
Right, 008.
Well, that'd be clever.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was like, or I mean, yeah,
if
you're Harrison Ford's brother, you'd be like Indiana Jones 2. And so I just thought it was that. And I think that's why I was less interested in it. In fact,
the Temple of Doom.
And that's why I was less interested in the Temple of Doom.
Would Harrison Ford's brother be called the Temple? Do you reckon? I don't know. I've just thought of one though.
And then the third brother would be called The Last Crusade.
Yeah. I've just thought of one.
Yeah.
Mystique. The band is spelled.
Mystique.
How do you spell Mystique normally? Is it got one S? Because I think the band has got two S's in it. So it's sort of like Miss, they're girls, mysterious.
Okay.
Is that the sort of thing?
That's quite good. You? That has helped. I think the Obi-2 thing.
Also, I might be wrong about it all.
The Obi-2 thing maybe just makes me think that I don't notice when things are jokes, and
that's fine.
But that's that's fine.
Yeah. It's
anyway,
not your job as the.
It's not my job to get
receiver.
Look,
to get everything, I suppose.
No, and it's not. I've never seen any money for any of this work that I'm doing. So it's called Punbelievable anyway. The sort of the section.
It's a segment.
It's things you didn't realise were puns. I think is pretty strong.
We've got a jingle, haven't we?
I think the band Boyzone is a pun on Boys Own.
Of course it is.
Match of the Day is a pun on Catch of the Day.
Fucking hell.
I didn't realise that Girls Aloud was a pun for a while, as in girls are allowed in this club too. And people say, there's no new land left to discover. Well, in the mind there is. It's
Unbelievable, Jeff.
So we've got a couple of Punbelievables from some people.
Yeah. So this one is Mark on the Fact Up form, which I also approve of. I like people using the form.
Right.
He says, I have something for Punbelievable that I've literally just realised at age 40. Is the song Californication by
Red Hot
Chili Peppers. He's actually abbreviated to RHCP. So
a lot of people do. Who can be bothered to type Red Hot Chili Peppers every time?
I wouldn't know what that was unless I had Californication. I suppose it's right. In this context, it's fine. I'm not
sure.
It's fine. Is a pun of California and fornication, i.e. shagging.
He's put that down, yeah.
Austin Powers.
What do you guys think?
What do you guys think?
No, I think Californication is a thing that's in... I'm going to say a word now that I don't 100% know what it means. Lexicon? Of... the
lexicon.
It's the sort of... because California is where Hollywood is, and it's the sort of... It's almost another word for Americanization. I think because Americans can't say Americanization, they'll say Californication.
Yeah.
If something's a bit too Hollywood and a bit too sort of dramatic and bizarre, and everyone's having plastic surgery and everyone's got the drug problems and stuff, and it's like, that's Hollywoodized, that's Californication. I think that's what the song is about. I can't remember the song off the top of my head, but I think the lyrics are very much sort of
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
That's it, yeah.
So,
can I do my impression of every Red Hot Chili Peppers song?
Yes.
And this is rage baiting everyone. But here is every Red Hot Chili Peppers song. And now the chorus comes in and we sing a little song.
I have to say, it's...
And I don't hate Red Hot Chili Peppers, by the way. I think their By the Way album's brilliant. It's well good. Really, really good.
Yeah, I think most, popular music has tropes that it kind of deploys.
I can objectively understand why people like Red Hot Chili Peppers, by the way. I'm not taking the piss out of them. I know people get very passionate about music. I'm one of those people. And it's awful when you hear someone take the piss out of a band that you like. I don't know why. It really annoys me.
Almost every band that I grew up listening to is, I think, seen as an unfortunate choice by people. I'm not sure. I don't have cool taste in music.
I don't know. I think in retrospect, your bands are like, like are very much like, he must like music then. If he likes those, he must really like music.
That's not actually.
He must really like music.
That's not actually
put up with those bands.
That's not actually true, though. They're just bands that happen to be around at a very, very specific.
Yeah, but there's loads more. Because I like the same. My bands that I really like are in the same time frame as the bands that you like.
Yeah,
but I've gone with the obvious choices, and you've gone for a bit more niche.
I think in my own way, I went for the obvious choices.
Well, you think so, but not. No, I mean Long Pigs.
Long Pigs.
I've never met anyone else that is a big Long Pigs fan.
Some of our listeners will like Long. The Sun Is Often Out is a great album, and
Neil Hammond. You love Neil Hammond, didn't you?
Is that his name? Neil Hannon.
Neil Hannon. Sorry.
Yeah, the kind of he's
Richard Hammond's.
He's the
brother. Neil Hammond created the
Hamster 2. Yeah,
the gerbil.
Yeah. Is it gerbil? Is it gerbil?
Well, there we go. Hamster.
Oh, gerbil. I see. Sorry, he's called Hamster, isn't he?
Yeah, but that's a Punbelievable.
Again, I didn't really realise that either.
He's Hammond, Richard Hammond. He's small like a hamster.
Yeah.
The hamster.
Yeah.
Do you want to go on to the next?
Well, no, I want to. I'm going to spend a moment with. I'm not absolute.
Don't rush the man. We're trying to work out whether Californication is a pun.
I wonder if it's maybe if it meant sex in California, then I would say yes, it's an intentional pun.
But he doesn't sing about that sort of stuff, does he?
If the lyrics to the song were like.
The lyrics of the song, if I remember rightly, are very much...
Do you want to come round my house for some Californication? Because I live in California and you work out the rest. Then I would say yes. But I think in this case, it's just that it trips off the tongue. And I think it's an unintentional Punbelievable. An extra layer of meaning has been created inadvertently. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't obviously enrich the meaning of the word.
I think this is a projected pun.
It's a projected pun.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly right.
All right, next.
But I still like it.
We've got one from Tim. Oh, I knew this one.
Oh, okay. I actually know this one. I knew Flow Rider.
I knew them both.
And I didn't know Neo.
Do you want to talk through them both?
Okay, so Flow Rider.
Sorry.
Why has the listener not read what we've got in front of us already?
Right, no.
Imagine that. Imagine this was live. Imagine this was live television, and we're just like, let me read it. No, that's not a
pun. Yeah, I haven't got around to handing out papers to every listener yet.
Or if a newsreader, it was just somebody silently reading a newspaper.
And they just went, oh dear.
Yeah, you just saw them. You just saw them raise their eyebrows.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, anyway, it is Tim. Tim from YouTube is the comments, presumably.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know. He doesn't. He works at YouTube.
Loads of way to get in touch with us. You can comment on the YouTube. Comments on Spotify. You can email, text, WhatsApp.
Give it to a carrier pigeon. That's the best way to reach James.
Yeah.
Pop it in a little.
I wouldn't mind a little carrier pigeon.
Little carrier pigeon, especially if it's...
Well, if it's a wood pigeon, that's fine. I don't want any of your filthy sort of
Yeah. No.
gutter
No.
city pigeons.
No. Like.
Quite fussy about your birds, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like.
Listen, I've got high standards when it comes to birds.
Yeah. So yeah. Give it.
No, we do need to read it.
Okay. So Tim's.
Yeah, no, you do. Yeah.
So Tim from the YouTube comments, his suggestions are Flow Rider. Yeah, I mean, I did actually know that
Florida.
one. So it's so Flow Rider is an artist. Is obviously it's a Punbelievable on Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
And then Neo. I'm going to say I don't know who that is.
Neo. I do know who it is, but I couldn't tell you one of his
And
songs.
that is
Closer. Do you remember Closer?
Get closer.
And is that?
Yeah.
I'm not sure that isn't definitely a Punbelievable in New York.
Well, I've heard the same thing, and if we're going to follow the rules of the podcast, then that is it is true.
Because I've heard.
I've heard the same thing, but I don't. I got to be honest. I don't have much respect for those.
I have to say, I don't have respect for Flow Rider because it's not obvious that you pronounce it differently.
Yeah,
you haven't changed the spelling.
Well,
so you're just like, well, so you.
He's put a gap. He's put a space.
So
between
what? That's
Flo.
just Florida.
Yeah.
What's your name? Florida.
Do you want to hear my
change the spelling? Then maybe I'll listen to some of your music.
You know when
spelling first, music second.
You know when your dad or your granddad would watch the TV and someone would come on the television and he would just have an irrational, oh, not this person. Right? I've got that. And again, not really done anything offensive or I've never met them personally, but there's someone that I've just got it out for no reason at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
Will I Am.
Just because it's an annoying name.
Right. His name's William. He's put some gaps.
Yeah.
And he's Will I Am. And and that just annoys the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's fine if you're an 11-year-old boy.
Yeah, I think I sometimes felt that the implication of him doing that was that it was supposed to like literally blow your mind. And be like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
What's happening to language? It's coming apart.
This is what I get from Will I Am, is that he constantly thinks that he's pushing some kind of boundary and he's fucking with you. But it's so Route 1.
It is a little bit.
I remember, do you know that, what's that really famous sort of surf song? I think, oh no, here we go again. I've got to think of a name that everyone knows who it is. That director that did Kill Bill and all those films. What's his name?
Tarantino.
Yeah.
So, he uses this song, I think, in the Kill Bill films. I might be wrong, but it's that sort of surfers like ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
Right? So, I remember, I don't know how I was watching this. It was like a documentary. It was on television. This was before like YouTube or that I watched YouTube or whatever. And it was about the Black Eyed Peas. I think it's terrible. I just do. I think they're so bad. They're such a bad band.
I don't think
They're really bad. Their music is all stupid. And there was a bit where they were like, yeah, Will I Am was in the studio and he had his headphones on and he was just going, so they couldn't hear what he was listening to. And he was just going, louder, louder. And we were like, he's onto something. He's onto something. And I was like, what? What do you mean he's onto something? He's taken a song from someone else and just shouted the word louder over and over again. The Black Eyed Peas lyrics in all of their songs.
It does sound a bit like what my daughter does when she's asleep.
So bad. They're lyrically so poor. They're so stupid, their lyrics. But Will I Am, I see him come on the television and I turn into 50s dad. I just go, oh God, get him off the television.
Yeah.
No, get him off. Will I Am. It's William. Your name's William. Stop trying to make yourself seem more interesting than you actually are. It's completely irrational. Never done anything to me.
No, I know.
He just made some songs.
Yeah.
But I get angry for no reason.
I love Boom Boom Pow.
Boom Boom.
Are they My Humps?
My Humps.
They did My Humps.
My Humps.
They also, My Lady Humps.
Yeah.
They also did I've got a feeling.
Just can't get enough.
That tonight's gonna be
Oh my
a
God,
good
that was
night.
yeah.
I got a feeling.
Tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night. Fucking, how long did that take?
It's good stuff.
Come on, man.
It's good.
And the guy's
stuff.
so rich off the back of that shit.
It's good.
That felt like it was a song that you could play at all sorts of like special occasions.
Well, because
like,
it's just like, let's make a song about a good night.
yeah,
And that's where they stopped. That's
What
where
about Shut Up? Do you like Shut Up?
shut up, just shut up, shut it up. Yeah, you can't get away from them. You cannot get away from them. They infect your brain. Just shut it up, just shut up, shut up. It's like, well, I wrote this song. You know when you're talking to someone and you're just like, I just want you to shut up. There's no nuance at all whatsoever. Like you could spend the rest of your life trying to, projecting your own conjecture and stuff into Beatles lyrics and Bowie and just going, what does that mean?
they are quite simple, aren't they? They're a bit like the sort of Peppa Pig songs that I listen to all the time, where it's like, when George is crying loudly, we say shut up.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, okay, that's fine. Or like, there's one that my daughter likes about like, when you need the potty, you have to shout out potty.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I mean,
that's
it. I get
Black Eyed Peas
it's a thing
should be writing songs for CBeebies. That's what they should be doing. They should be writing songs for Teletubbies or something.
Wait for the green man. When we're at the roadie, press the little button. When the green man comes along, then we can walk.
That's
Mummy
a Black
says
Eyed
to
Peas
hold
song.
her hand. Yeah, like it's a kind of a thin.
Yeah.
There's a thinness, but then maybe it's just that we need stuff that we can hold on to.
Yeah.
Maybe it is going to be a good night,
but
and maybe that person did need to shut up.
But just for Tim's benefit. Sorry,
Okay.
Tim, I went on a
We went on a bit of a rant there.
But
they're both okay. So Flo,
but I'm going to say I've heard both those things, so they must be true.
okay, Neo can be Punbelievable, but Flow Rider, I realise it's a pun on Florida already.
A lot of people don't.
But the definition of Punbelievable is whether I realised.
Right.
And
Okay.
That can't be true.
I didn't think that's why we said. I thought you were asking for other people.
Yeah, we can't ask for
You
other
were making it
people.
oh yeah,
to know what you think.
I just find it really hard to empathise with.
Yeah. Yeah, you and
hang on,
will.i.am, it seems.
So they're having an experience that I'm not having.
Yeah.
How's that work then?
I don't know.
But they haven't got a brain as well.
Yeah, it's all a simulation anyway. They don't exist, Joe.
No.
I don't
it's
exist.
All just, no.
You're just here on your own, mate. When you blink or you leave the room or something like that, I cease to exist. Oh, I shouldn't say that to you, should I?
That's all right. No, I'm that's all right.
I shouldn't say that to Joe.
No, it's fine. I should be brought back into the world of everyone else. And actually, so Neo, they're both Punbelievable.
Yeah.
Right. World Up.
They're Punbelievable. Well, hang on a second.
All right, okay, yeah.
Hang on a second. Let's have a little breather, maybe some adverts or something, I don't know, because we're about to get into this competition that's already run too long as far as I'm concerned. But we've got lots more to do.
It hasn't run too long.
We're going to get into World Up stuff in a second. Right, Joe, it is time to kick off the most exciting tournament happening this summer. It is the World Up 2026. So many facts, but which one is the best? Only the World Up has the power to decide. It's the World Up. We're gonna find out the greatest. It's judged by James and Jules and Jules and Jules.
I can at no point can I
That'll
work
be
out where like
fine.
the first beat of the bar was.
Here's a question for you. In 2 years' time, what are we going to do for the Euros? How are we going to make that into a
You're right.
the European Up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Euros.
Uppos? I don't know. We'll get will.i.am to work it out for us. He's a lyrical genius.
Yeah.
For the next 4 weeks, we'll be pitting your facts against one another to crown the ultimate fact up fact.
Yep.
We'll have 5 knockout rounds with each winner earning a slot in the fact up final, where we'll put the facts under even more scrutiny before unveiling the winner of the World Up. We've got a wall chart and everything. It's just behind Joe.
Well, we're saying everything. We've got
a wall chart.
And that's it.
And everything.
Well, no,
and everything is a thing I say quite a lot when I'm trying to make things seem like a bigger deal than they are.
To be honest, a wall chart is a big deal. They're always fun. You shouldn't need anything else.
Yeah.
You shouldn't need all your fancy other things.
Let's do our first fact. This comes from Sandra.
Yep.
I'll do it. It's all right, Joe.
You do it. Yeah.
It's time for our first act. I keep saying that.
First act.
I hope it's not our first act.
It's time for our first fact to be presented. This comes from Sandra via the Instagram. That's what's written down here.
Yeah.
Via the Instagram.
Yeah, the Instagram application.
I remember. I think it was not to keep banging on about will.i.am, but I think it was on The Voice.
Yeah.
Where Tom Jones. No, I think it must have been before The Voice. Tom Jones was being interviewed or something, and he was being asked about what contemporary music that he likes, and he was like, "Oh, I love the Travis." She's like, the Travis. This comes from Sandra via the Instagram. A sneeze droplet can travel up to 100 miles per hour. That's a genuine fact I learned while sitting on my nan's lap back in the 80s, reading a book she gave me for Christmas called The Giant Book of Amazing Facts. I wish I'd kept it.
Well, I'm glad that she had a book. I've got a book as well, my book of facts.
Yeah, but yours was written in 1890 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, and
which I like because it makes it precarious.
Yeah, it's but I think those little fact books. I mean that they were. I think I probably had one of that as well. And yeah, I don't know. It's nice to. I think there's a sense that, like, when the internet came around, it's like we don't need anything, in a physical book anymore. But actually, I still think there's something kind of. I don't know. I think maybe they have more value than people think.
Sure.
My one is so old that some of the facts are.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not really.
Facts.
Well, no, a lot of them
they
are
were facts, but they're not anymore.
Well, also a lot of the things that are supposed to like blow your mind are like, there's a train that can travel at 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
They're sort of things along those lines.
Pretty good going these days as well.
Oh, political.
All right.
Political.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, we're recording this on the day of a tube strike. I went, sorry, mate. And he wasn't looking at me. I was like, I was closer than me and you are now.
Yeah.
I went, sorry, mate. And he was just looking at the floor. And I went, excuse me. And then he looked up and I went, is the Elizabeth line running? And he went, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why. That. I assume that's just some guy. He had a high vis on, but he was wearing his own clothes.
Some people do just wear high vis.
He had a high vis on with the little London Underground logo on it, but he wasn't wearing a uniform. He was wearing his own clothes. I'm guessing they got those guys in
on close day.
It might have been non-school uniform day. No, but I'm guessing it doesn't really work for the London Underground.
Yeah, might just
so
be
even when he went, oh, is the Elizabeth line running? He went, yeah. I went, I still don't know whether I believe you.
It's interesting.
And I was just about to tap in. And I was like, if I tap in now and I walk all the way to the Elizabeth line, which is about a mile underground than all the other lines, it's going to take me about 20 minutes to get there anyway. And I find out there's no Elizabeth line. I'm fucking coming back for you.
Yeah.
It's funny to wear high vis, but then not want to look someone in the eye and not want to engage.
I used to know someone who, I say I used to know, I worked with someone once. I didn't really know them, who was an actor, who told me that when he has to take his car in to get fixed or something like that, he wears like dirty overalls.
Okay.
And he says things like, "Oh, would you be able to just take this off my hands? I'm a bit like I need to would you be able to just look at this? I'm a bit under it at the moment." Like he comes across as if he himself is a mechanic.
He runs another garage.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
And he
Role
said,
play.
And he said, "I never get
sexy."
He said, "I never get like screwed over. I never get because mechanics to me, like I'm not a mechanic. Like you could tell me anything's fucking wrong with the car.
I never get screwed over either. Like it's always just a straight £2,000 for every job.
Just
like,
a really
and they're very straight with me. And
just
and
a flat fee, £2,000.
Yeah,
that costs about £2,000.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh yeah, you need new window wipers on that."
And they get me to take it all out in cash, so it's convenient for me.
Yeah,
because it's really convenient to take out £2,000 in cash.
Yeah,
because I only have to go to 4 cash points.
Yeah.
So it's really handy for me.
My bank doesn't even let me take out money. Pretty much, I start to sweat. If I've ever had to take out like a large amount, I say like £1,000 or £2,000 for something. If I'm trying to sort of put a deposit down on a car or something like that.
Yeah, and you pay me in
they're
cash.
Like, "What? What are you doing this for? What do you mean you want to take your money out? What are you talking about? Why? Where's it going? What are you doing? What are you doing? Drugs? Is it drugs? Is it drugs? Are you spending this money on drugs?" I go, "No, I'm not spending money on drugs.
I just want to look at the king."
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to have some money in your hand, don't you?
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm trying to impress some friends.
I just want to have some money in my pocket.
Yeah. Can you
builds me
also
up.
can you put it in a briefcase for me?
Yeah.
Can you line it up in a briefcase? I'd love a briefcase amount of money. Has anyone ever really given anyone a briefcase of money? That's what I'd really like.
On the £1 million drop. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was Ant Deck, wasn't it?
Not sure.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Probably.
Of course it was. If it weren't Ant Deck, who else is it going to be?
Well, it was actually Davina McCall, the other one.
Oh, Davina.
Oh.
There we go.
Ah, Davina.
Davina. What are we going to do with you?
I don't know. Anyway,
you haven't spoken much about this fact. Is that
fact.
because it's not very good?
No. It's just because it is again. I've heard the same thing and 100% true.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's true.
Do we think it's a good fact then?
It is a good fact. I mean, it's a fact. It's a good fact. It's a fine fact.
I think it's kind of. I think I might have heard it, but actually thinking about it, it is pretty remarkable that, like, I suppose it's a very short distance, isn't it? I mean, it's not. It doesn't.
Well, if I can,
it doesn't sustain it.
Yeah,
I have to say, it reminds me a little bit of, like, you remember you get those adverts where it's like, if you sneeze, look where your germ goes, and it's got like green luminous stuff.
Everything else is black and white.
Yeah, and then everything you touch is like, and it's basically going, you're covered in filth,
and then
you
like
filthy little bear.
A mum like
try not to touch anything at all.
A mum like wipes her nose and then kisses their child goodnight and stuff, and then their child's lying in bed and the infection.
All I'm saying is that, like, if you wanted to give people OCD, you should show them that video.
Yeah.
I would honestly say, as someone who's had OCD to a kind of debilitating level, that sort of video shouldn't be fucking allowed. It's genuinely, I'd rather my child gets a cold than that I or my child lives with that level of OCD.
Yeah.
Like, OCD destroys your life. A cold doesn't destroy your life. I genuinely hate those videos.
Can I do a little sort of stacking up a Jenga fact type situation on top of Sandra's?
Okay.
Or Sandra.
Should you be getting involved though?
Sandra there. I've been hanging around with Lily Mae too long.
Sandra, you said it the right way.
Sandra.
Come on.
Sandra.
Can I
what's on the beach? Sand.
Just talking about molecules. Again, I keep saying words that I don't.
It's all right.
That I'm not qualified to say. Particles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Traveling. So there's that thing. Why Europe is actually quite warm, probably warmer than what it should be.
Because the jet stream.
Is that, well, it's not the jet stream, that's wind, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's that thing that goes around the Atlantic. It is called some kind of stream. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, if I did remember that, I would look so clever right now. But it goes right down to the South Pole and it comes right up to the North Pole and it goes sort of swirls between America and
it
Europe.
brings hot water up.
And it's something it's a lot to do with how salty the water is, and salt water sinks. I think it's heavier than, and it's why Europe is a bit more temperate than because Europe's like a lot of the European cities are like on the same latitude, longitude as northern Canada.
Yeah,
right. But it's this stream, it's this water that brings us
the Gulf Stream.
Is it the Gulf Stream? It might be the Gulf Stream. Let's
Stream.
go with it.
Yeah, that's what came to my mind, but I don't know if it's true.
But
I think it's the Gulf Stream. I hope it is, because that would put me back on track.
They've tried to measure how long it would take a piece of water to fulfill that stream.
Right.
And so a particle of water to do that thing. And it can take at least hundreds, possibly thousands of years to do a complete circuit. Also there's a big panic at the moment that it's coming to an end, that it's going to collapse through climate change and through other sort of things and bits and pieces going on, that this thing that keeps Europe quite warm is going to stop. And that would be really bad for Europe. It would make we'd be a lot colder. Yeah. Which would have a huge impact on food, on growing food and stuff like that. So it's quite bad. It's quite a bad thing. And if we could be like, right, if it stopped today and we were like, right, we better stop burning all these fuels and stuff, and let's try and get this stream back in business. It could then, because of the knock-on effect and because of how long it takes, it could take hundreds, maybe thousands of years for it to kick back in again.
Bloody hell.
I'm just thinking of wet particles travelling, and that's what made me think of that. Yeah. Again, so might not be true. But maybe
great.
What we need
might
to
be complete bollocks.
Is if we do need to sort of speed it up a bit.
Put some fans in the water.
Well, sneezing is what I'm thinking.
Sneeze the water around.
So we get some pepper.
Yeah. How fast do you think a fart travels? That's what I want to know.
They don't travel away fast enough. But that's the thing, isn't it? With a sneeze, it's all over, and you don't really. I mean, apart from those videos saying that it stays around like a ghost, but obviously it does. But just don't. Yeah. Anyway, I genuinely hate those videos because it's like, well, okay, well, let's just all never ever go out or ever touch anything or any other person ever, and then we'll be safe.
But it's a good fact.
It's a good fact. It's a good fact.
Sandra.
But 100 miles per hour.
Farts come out at 7 miles per hour.
7 miles per hour.
Oh, they're so gross.
Do you know what? That sort of makes sense because they are just sort of like
yeah. They can't. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, here I come.
Yeah. 100 miles an hour. So that's the same as like a cricketer bowling gets up above 100, don't they?
Imagine if you farted as quickly
100 miles per hour.
Oh my God.
I was about to say you'd probably propel yourself, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But you'd do the same if you sneezed, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah. But a fart
you'd
feels
get like
more
whiplash every time you sneezed.
The holes are smaller, maybe?
But if you... your nose holes have got to be bigger than your arsehole.
Are you sure? Your arsehole can get quite big, I think.
Gets poo out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And they can be quite big. Well, but I don't think your arsehole gets that big when you fart.
No, but it could if it was powerful.
Or if anything,
blow your bum.
If anything, the smaller, the more powerful, the more concentrated because it's like a hose, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you put your thumb over a hose,
you'd have very little control, though. I don't think you'd be able to balance if it was that.
I've got a thing that I genuinely would like to know.
And you'd have to wear no trousers.
Sneezing or farting applies, but if you were in space and you farted or sneezed, would it be enough to just propel you and keep you going?
And how long would it stay in your suit?
Yeah.
That's the thing as well. You don't want to use a suit after me, do you, Joe?
No, this is.
And you could call the new stream the Guff Stream.
The Guff
Stream is excellent.
Well, listen, I think we've spoke about that fact a lot.
Yeah.
I think we need to.
It's a good fact. It gives some much needed glory to the sneeze, which is otherwise it can seem a bit humdrum. But actually, it turns out, record-breaking speeds.
Let's have a little
Going
ad
there.
break, Joe, and then we'll come back and we'll find out
Right.
what 100-mile-an-hour sneeze is up against.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, welcome back.
Hi.
We're right in the middle of World Up. The halftime whistle is gone. We're back for the second half.
Yeah.
It's time for fact number 2, and this one, it's a strong contender. I've just read it. I don't want to,
I've read it as well.
And I think this one could go. This is one of the facts I feel like could go all the way in the tournament.
If true.
We decide whether it's true or not.
Yeah, we do.
And I'm going to be honest. I want this to be true so much.
Yeah. I can't see how it could be. Well, anyway, should we say what it is?
Go on, Joe. Can you present us with?
So this is from Adrian on Instagram. Original raspberry flavouring comes from beaver anal glands.
What are you thinking, Joe?
Why would raspberry flavouring come from beaver anal glands?
Here we go.
That's what I'm thinking.
So you know how flavours are artificially created.
I do know that.
And perfumes and things. They use a lot of weird shit that comes from animals. What's it? Is it whale snot or something? Ambergris or something like that?
Yeah, ambergris.
Is it just something that they cough up or something like that?
Yeah, it is.
It's worth a fortune.
I think. Yeah, did they used to use it?
I only know that because of Bob's Burgers.
Did they used to? Is ambergris the stuff that they would get from the heads of whales? And there was a sort of whale called the right whale, where they were sort of hunted, I think, to extinction or nearly to extinction.
I think that's an old whalers joke.
No, the reason it's called
what good joke? What good whale?
Yeah, I think that's what I think. I know. I think the slightly poignant fact is the reason they were hunted so extensively and were called the right whale is because it was the right whale to kill. Like it was almost but it was almost like it feels a bit sad for this whale because they couldn't even be bothered to give it a proper name before. Like its name was basically the one you kill.
I think sperm whales, and by the way, hilarious name.
Yeah,
it's humiliating.
I think. I think
like they all produce.
I think
sperm.
We could have.
They all produce sperm.
Yeah,
they're all doing it.
Yeah,
but like,
why is the sperm whale called the sperm whale?
Yeah, why does he have to carry the can?
I don't think it looks like if it had a little. If it had the same head but like a snake's body.
I'll tell you what should be called a sperm something.
Go on.
A sperm tadpole.
A sperm pole. Sperm pole.
Well, I mean that looks like a sperm. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
More than a tad, like a sperm.
Yeah. We got tadpoles at the moment in our garden.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're tadpoles.
Okay.
Sometimes you've got to be careful. One time we had when the kids...
It might be sperm.
When the might be sperm.
We've got loads of I think they're tadpoles.
I think they're tadpoles. Might be sperm. I don't know. Yeah. Listen, there's
more tadpoles on the front doorstep of our house.
There are three. There are 3 lads in my house.
So they've got.
But yeah,
they've got these anal glands.
Yeah, but maybe they're a bit raspberry flavoured.
I've heard that perfume comes from anal glands quite often.
Yeah,
and
they love a bit of anal gland.
Whenever I think
you wouldn't make a fucking perfume out of my dog's anal glands, that's for sure. Jesus Christ, unless it was egg by Paco Rabanne or something.
Yeah, I have heard about. I mean, the anal glands have come up before in the context of particularly smell. And it feels like it's a very potent... Do we have anal glands?
Yeah, we must do.
Human beings?
We must have some anal glands going on somewhere.
And I suppose what I'm saying is what smells might I
Isn't that what piles are?
Humans do have anal glands.
Isn't piles your exposed anal glands?
I think piles is just sort of prolapsed... I don't know.
Like a blood blister or something.
Yeah, I don't really know what...
I am going to Google it, but I don't really want to know.
And I'd be interested to know if anything useful can be extracted from the human anal gland. Maybe we could give a little back. The beaver gets to wear a perfume made from, or, eat a sweet.
Have they reintroduced beavers yet to Scotland? I remember reading about that.
Sorry, I'm just reading about piles. They're swollen, inflamed blood vessels located inside or around the lower rectum and anus.
Yeah.
Are piles hemorrhoids?
Yes.
Do you want to know how to spell hemorrhoid?
H-E...
I think it's the hardest one.
There's 2 M's in it. Is there 2 R's in it? Do you know what's a really hard word to spell?
This is
Crazy.
this is high octane stuff.
I think this is gonna be one of our longest episodes.
Spellings. Yeah.
Here's, like, I don't want to get into the subject or anything, obviously, but just stating a fact here, a really hard word to spell is the word paedophile.
I knew that was coming.
It's not that hard, is it? P-A-E. Well, some people leave out the A. They're just going to go pedophile.
It should just be, because sometimes if you're trying to take the piss out of your mate on text and you want to call him a pedo or something, you do just want to put P-E-D-O.
I find that quite annoying, actually. I'm a bit of a pedant. I think you should put the A in.
You're a bit of a what? Pedant.
But also, isn't it that A where...
What's the thing that Mark says?
I'm a paedophobe.
Paedophobe, that's it.
Yeah.
Right, we do need to. This is the longest episode ever.
Yeah.
We need to...
I mean, look...
we need to... 100 mile an hour sneeze is going up against Beaver's anal glands.
It's one end versus the other.
Now... I don't think I've made any secret to what I'm leaning towards.
Yeah.
And if Beaver's anal glands is not in the World Up final, I mean, I really feel bad for Sandra. Said it again, Sandra. But
well, I like the I'm more like where the sneeze fact comes from, which is that it was read. From a book.
It's a beautiful story. There's a
beautiful
lot of ingredients there.
I like, Nan, she was on her nan's lap. The 80s.
A fact book. It's
book.
all brilliant.
Probably got it for Christmas.
But Adrian's just...
annual or something.
Adrian, let's not... Listen, Adrian hasn't spun a story. Adrian has literally just said the words, raspberry flavouring comes from beaver anal glands.
Yeah. It's quite a sort of... It's honestly quite... It's quite Hemingway, actually. It's almost like for sale. Baby shoes, never worn.
Cole Hemingway. Wayne Hemingway.
Wayne Hemingway. Ernest Hemingway.
Ernest Hemingway. Wayne Hemingway is the dancer, isn't it?
Never heard of him.
Isn't Wayne Hemingway a dancer?
I don't know.
He's a designer.
Oh, fashion designer. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, founder of Red
Didn't
or
he do
Dead?
Red or Dead?
Correct.
Yeah. I like Wayne Hemingway. He wears some good glasses and he seems like a bit of a dude.
It's hard to, I sort of agree. I think it's quite hard to argue with original raspberry flavouring concept.
Are you going to go with it or do I have to play my golden buzzer or something?
No, look, I think I'm happy to go with it. I think I like Sandra's fact. I particularly like the story and the world, but I think it's come up against
Beaver's anal glands. I think Sandra would be sitting there going, "Oh, I'm gutted."
Yeah,
it is like she's
just got an unlucky jaw.
It's the Faroe Islands against Brazil at the moment.
It is really, and like it's brilliant for the Faroe Islands to be there.
Yeah, or it's like a
and they've given a good account of themselves as well.
It's like a conference team being drawn against Man United in the FA Cup.
Yeah,
I'm sure Sandra's going to make some cash out of this.
Yeah,
and it's good for the club.
Yeah,
and whatnot. But inevitably, Beaver's anal glands are going.
I think they're
going through. All right.
Well done, Adrian.
Well done, Adrian.
On Instagram, as you're known.
Do we check if it's true? Or should we?
It's completely up to you. I have given you further information before. If you're satisfied with the information
I'm still making up the rules in my head as we go along. Well, I don't know if we hold off until the final until we get into that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe we should make that a rule. It's a bit late. We're changing the rules.
Unfortunate for the first 2 games, but why not?
But maybe we should make it a rule that we don't actually have some actual information until we get to the final.
Okay.
Hey, it's our podcast. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah.
And also, it's the World Up. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't,
it's meaningless. It's absolutely meaningless. Hey, we'll all be dead soon. I don't know about you, Joe, but I'm all fact out.
Me too.
What have we learned? What have we learned today?
Well,
what have we learned? Sneezes are fast, and Beaver's anal glands smell like raspberries. That's pretty much it. Guys, we need your facts. Get involved in the World Up.
Yeah, come on.
Our email is hello@joeandjamespod.com.
We're just trying to bring the world together.
Our WhatsApp is 07822034330. I should probably just say, if you leave us a voice note, because I like a voice note.
You're likely to get on because it saves us from
Reading.
talking.
Yeah.
There's not been many World Up voice notes. That's the problem.
Get a World Up voice note in.
Yeah.
Well, a voice note.
Do
I
it.
think
You might go. You'll probably definitely get on the podcast, and then you've got a better chance of getting into the final. Also, our social media.
Put it this way, you won't not win the World Up.
Our social media is
If
at
you
Joe
don't
and James
not leave
Pod,
us a voice note.
and head to the podcast description if you've already forgotten those details. We'll be back next week with another one of these. It's a podcast. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Joe and James, fact up.